Hello again folks and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, we'd arrived once more back in Fuchia City. It's a nice little place. Save for the fact that it's got a freaking poisonous gym leader, but that's besides the point, I suppose. Oh god. There's some stuff to be found here. Well, I guess we'll start with this house. Hello, sir. Hello, yes? Oh, hooey hoo, he have faffy ho. I'm sure some of those were words. Pokemon photos and fossils are on display. It's a big boulder, but a Pokemon could push it aside. And alas, we do not have a Pokemon that currently has strength. We don't even have strength. I'm the fishing guru's older brother. Simply love fishing. Can't bear to go without. Tell me, do you like to fish? Yes. Grand, I like your style. I think we can be good friends. Take this and fish, young friend. The good rod. Fishing is a way of life. It's like the finest poetry. Crummy old rod could only catch you Magikarp, yes? But with a good rod, it can catch much better Pokemon. And a max revive. Yeah. Fuchsia is also home to the Safari Zone, which is a little bit of an irritating place if you ask me. But also, Lapras, King of the Seas. Did you try the Safari game? Some rare Pokemon that can only be caught there. And also, do they have any pennants promoting the Safari Zone? How about some paper lanterns? Are there even any calendars? Dude, it's a Pokemart. Calm the hell down. Oh, I've already got 31 Great Balls. I should actually probably try to catch some Pokemon, you know, in the game. About trying to catch them all. Oh, we'll get some Ultra Balls. And I think there's only one other dude of importance, and that's this guy. I wish I was a Kangaskhan baby. I'd love to be a substitute for the baby, and snuggling the mother's Kangaskhan belly pouch. Only Pokemon can use the technique substitute. Want me to teach substitute? No. Really? Substitute seems so fun. Substitute is a pretty good move. It pretty much makes it so as there's a clone of the Pokemon in the battlefield that will take the damage for you, but your Pokemon takes half its HP and damage to make said substitute. Safari game. Pokemon you catch. We can now catch. Is it your first time here at the Safari Zone? We'll say yes. Safari Zone actually has 4 zones in it. Each zone has different kinds of Pokemon, even some rare ones. Use the supplied Safari Balls to catch them. You can also throw bait or rocks besides the Safari Balls. If you throw bait, the Pokemon becomes less likely to flee, but harder to catch. If you throw rocks, Pokemon becomes more likely to flee, but easier to catch. When you run out of time with Safari Balls, game over. Welcome to Safari Zone. For just 500, you can play the Safari game. You can roam the wide open Safari and catch what you like. Would you like to play? We would like to play. That'll be 500. And use a special kind of Pokeballs here. 3 Safari Balls. We'll call you on the PA when you run out of time or Safari Balls. Well, I wish you the best of luck. This music is far, far more dramatic than it needs to be. Don't mind me. I am totally 100% just looking at a goddamn thing to see if there were any key items and whatnot that we want/need. Oh, is it really as simple as that now? Oh, no, it's not. That's right. So, rest house. Here, we do not take up any time or whatnot. Catch a Pokemon to take home as gifts. Where did my boyfriend Eric go? There is nothing else important in here. Anyways, we could theoretically go right to the key item that we need. However, we can't. Not right now. Ooh, you would save me having to evolve another Pokemon. Those Safari balls, admittedly kind of suck. Safari Zone kind of sucks if you ask me, but that's besides the point. But yeah, we could theoretically have gotten the key item right away if we had the ability to surf. We don't have the ability to surf. That's just an Nidoran. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So we have a number of steps that we can move. And thankfully, only the steps that we make an actual movement count. Not turning does not count. As I had to double check that shit myself. Game 11, Sunny Day, which increases the potency of fire type moves and weakens water type, if I remember right. Ball. I mean, admittedly, if I were to decide to raise a Nidoking at this point, I probably would still raise it from Nidorino. No, a Nidoran. Jeez, I can word. Yeah, I remember vaguely this area kind of pissing me off too. There were a lot of things on base Pokemon that kind of ticked me off now that I'm thinking about it. Did I not capture a Doduo already? I guess I didn't. You can actually capture a Doduo right next to the road that leads to Cycling Road. I will not be surprised if I do not catch any Pokemon beforehand. Now, I am surprised that I did catch a Pokemon before we did all this. Anyways, the Duo. Twin bird Pokemon, two-headed Pokemon that was discovered as a sudden mutation. It runs at a pace of over 60 miles per hour. Let's see. Because I have no clue what to actually name you. Pika. Yes. I'm not good with names, what can I say? Each of these areas have different Pokemon. Hey, a Parasect. This would alleviate my having to capture... I suppose I would be evolving my shiny Paras from before anyways. Oh well. Even as a... Ooh, execute. You're annoying. But no, even as a kid, I really didn't do much with the Safari Zone simply because how it worked always kind of pissed me off. Execute, the egg Pokemon. Even though it appears to be eggs of some sort, it was discovered to be a life form, more like plant seeds. Alright, eggs. Merelda. What are these names? Alright. And now we can continue on. Remaining time declines only while you walk. And that is actually kind of a big hint because you can do fishing in the Safari Zone. It's just that it's tedious. I feel like I'm just hating on the Safari Zone. I don't hate it in premise. I just hate its execution. Quick Claw. This is an item that when held makes it so as your Pokemon has a high chance of attacking first. Trainer tips. With a free HM for finding the secret house. Well, seeing as we still have roughly 250. If I go... How does it sound? If I go up and then around, then I'll actually... Wait, where's that one lead? Sorry, I am looking at a map. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do this and then we'll do the secret house, I think. Which one of these is the secret house? I know I'm terrible while I'm looking at this map here. Now, if that was Steel Wing... Where am I? With how... with how the Safari Zone is made... Ooh, Reinhorn. With how the Safari Zone is made, you're basically going to be forced to do at least 2 runs, I think. Rhyhorn. The Spikes Pokemon. Strong but not too bright, this Pokemon can shatter even a skyscraper with charging tackles. I'm terrible. Rihanna. Nailed it. Really helps to fill out the Pokedex, though. Steel Wing. Oh yeah, you will need to go in here at least twice. Unless you have Surf, but you ain't gonna have Surf before you get in here in the first place. Alright, we're on this side, so we take Gold Teeth. Remember the guy that was shocking like he had problems with his teeth? Translation, remember that guy that had problems with his teeth? It sounds like he had problems with his teeth anyways. Hello. Ah, finally, you're the first person to reach the secret house. Although I made a campaign for our grand opening, I was getting word that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you won! HMO3. HMO3 is Surf. Pokemon will be able to ferry you across water using it. And this HM isn't disposable, so you can use it over and over again. You're super lucky for winning this fabulous prize. We're super lucky for winning this fabulous prize. I shall immediately put onto... yeah. It's also one of the better water-based moves. Huge Wave crashes down on a foe. Can also be used for crossing water. And of course, we're going to give this to Ariel. We could give it to Ivy. We could give it to Ivy. We could give it to Ivy. No. We're going to replace water. No. Yes. If anything, just so as when I inevitably get better moves for Ariel, we're going to be able to actually, you know, replace it with something that unequivocally is going to be worse. Anyways, yeah, that was kind of the big prize. We needed... Let's see. Oh, wait, that's right. While I do now have Surf, until a new badge is acquired, so I do need to go back and beat up a gym leader. Because we're just going to run out of time. Well, time, steps, same difference really. Time's up. Your Safari game is over. Did you catch a fair share? Come again. I got like 3 Pokemon. I'm kind of happy about that. But I want to clear out this place. And maybe capture a new Pokemon or 2. So if I remember correctly, which again, fair chance that I don't, here and in the rewards for the casino are the 2 places that you can capture a Dratini, or get a Dratini. I don't care about you, no Mo Execute. Oh, suppose I could have saved some steps by going the not long way, but then I would have lose out on some of the items. Another execute. And in order to get the Dratini here, you have to use the bigger, better rod. I forget the exact name of it. Yes. Anyways. This way. And south. Nothing in here that we can get until we get Soif. Next revive. And I think there's only one more item. Max potion. And that is everything until we get Surf. Another Doduo. Let's go ahead and use up the rest of the time here. You can just retire, but why retire when you could profit? By profit, apparently I mean capture Pokemon. Bum, bum, bum. And yes, I can also not spend time by fishing. You can fish here all you want. You just need to keep in mind how many Pokeballs you have. Or Safari Balls. Actually, now I can't help but wonder if I have enough time right now. Venomknight! Hey, little buddy. Get in the ball. Damn it. Watching me carefully. But yeah, wondering if I couldn't just power my way through the gym to get the next... Yeah, there it goes. Thing. Badge, that's the word. I think we can actually capture Venomknights on the right route out of Fuchsia. Could be wrong though. Get in the ball. Stay in the ball. There we go. Yeah. The poison-fed Pokemon is easily angered. By swinging its well-developed horn wildly, it can punch through diamond. You know what? For such a threatening-sounding Pokemon, we need a threatening name. Why not? Let's go with... Ned. Ned the Nidorino. I will proceed to never use this Pokemon. Oh, God. If there's one thing that is just a constant source of fun when it comes to some of these games, it's being able to name your Pokemon whatever the hell you want. How many steps? 230? Jesus. It doesn't help that we are stopped every, like, 10 plus steps. Although I suppose we can also try out a different region. I think it's not just the regions, but the areas within the regions that have different Pokemon. Like if we go here, got a Rhyhorn. Got, you know what was an evolutionary mistake when it comes to Pokemon? Rhyperior. I don't know, that thing just looks like a mess. I could say that Electivire and Egmortar, they have problems, but they relatively seem alright looking. A Rhyperior, I don't know what the hell happened with the Rhyperior. Come on, there's gotta be... I know that there's other freaking Pokemon in here. Do you want me to surf? One second, let me double check here. What we got in here? We have... Oh yeah. Yeah. There are in fact some Pokemon in here that I really do want. Get in the ball. In FireRed only, there's Nidoran males, and Scythers. Otherwise, we're also looking at Chanseys, Parasects, and Venomgnats. If we decided to Soif, we have either a Psyduck if you're FireRed, or Slowpoke if you're Leaf Green. Magikarps, Goldines, Magikarps and Poliwags, and if we just straight up to the next one. Alright. Venomgnat. Oh, jeez. Meant to read that. Oh well. You know what? Because once again, I'm uninventive with Pokemon that I don't really plan to use. Vinny the Venomgnat. How many steps do I have? 94? You know what? No, not the bag. What am I doing? I am pulling out the Super Rod, or at the least I'm going to register it. Not even a nibble. And again, there are Pokemon that we can capture in the water. If you're FireRed, like I am, there's a chance on a Psyduck. Leaf Green is Slowpokes. Or you could be super lucky like me and getting a Dratini. Getting the ball. Damn it. I don't think... that looked more purple than not. I'm really hoping I didn't just miss out on another shiny. But I won't lie, if there comes a time when I do get to a... of course the Psyduck is first caught. If there comes a time when off camera I'm hunting for Pokemon and there's a particularly rare one, I'm just using save states to get it. Psyduck, the duck Pokemon, is constantly racked by a headache. When a headache turns intense, it begins to use mysterious power. Fred the Psyduck. What can I say? I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted when it comes to names. I'm also one of those kids that I think I want to say that the first time I found a Dratini. Well, alright then. I should have used bait just to make sure it sticks around. But no, watching me carefully. I'm pretty sure I was one of those dudes as a kid that when I had got a dragon Pokemon of some sort, I'm just gonna run out of time. I had called them Drago, something like that. And no, it wasn't because I'm freaking wasn't Medusa. It was probably because of Dragonheart, despite the fact that I've never watched Dragonheart. Or if I did watch Dragonheart, I don't remember Dragonheart. Clarify too. Cut. Now let's go back to this old man. Hello. Gold teeth to the warden. Thanks, son. You're a real lifesaver. No one could understand a word I said, not a one. I was too ashamed to show my face around the office even. Let me give you something for your trouble. HM04. Inside HM4, you'll find strength. Less Pokemon move boulders when you're outside of battle. Oh, did you find the secret house in the Safari Zone? I certainly hope I did, because otherwise I wouldn't have found your teeth. And now that we got HM04, Strength, which is actually really good for a normal attack too. The foe is slugged at maximum power. It can also be used to move boulders. Now, funny enough, it cannot be used by the one normal type Pokemon that we have in the party. Actually, Scarlet, was there anything I didn't want you to have anymore? No, you're relatively good when it comes to moves. Because you only have the one move that is not a stab bonus move. I guess I have been complaining that Ivy really didn't have any good moves, and honestly, Strength is a pretty good one. Shite. His Dark is pretty great. But Strength is just stronger. The only thing I have to worry about when it comes to this is Dark is one of those typings that is funky. Anyways, Big Boulder. Would you like to use Strength? I've used Strength. Strength made it possible to move boulders. And a rare candy. All that for rare candy. And that wasn't such a chore. I might go back in between episodes and decide, hey, get the hell in the ball. Oh, let me see if I can't quickly get one Pokemon on Route 15, though. Chances of getting it, probably pretty slim. It's another one of those rare Pokemons. Case in point, I could have gotten a Venomnat here. I always say Venomnat. Venonat is the name. Oh, you're going to be an absolute tease, aren't you now? Because there is a Pokemon in here that I think we can only capture here. Oh, there it is. I was legitimately concerned. I just looked at the, okay, I'm just terrible at reading. Anyways, this is Ditto. It's a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon who only knows how to do one thing and one thing only. And that is transforming. It will transform into your Pokemon. That's pretty much its gimmick. Boom! So now it has all the same moves that my Ivy does. I think the only thing that doesn't change is its HP. Oh, well, that's a problem. Oh, maybe not as much as I thought it was going to be. Well, now I can't punch it in the face. And all my moves are 100% going to kill it. Swap to Ace. Stop, stop, you fool! Yeah, Superpower's not as bad as I kept on saying it was, but... Ooh, that was good. Well, that was an option you made. Oh, hey, a flying Pokemon. Let's use a ground-type move. Aw, nuts, I missed. Anyways, have an Ultra Ball. Idiot. You're really gonna make this hard on me, aren't you? Who do I have? I thought I had someone that had a paralyzing move, but I guess I don't. Just goes to show, maybe I should learn Thunder Wave for Cleo. Oh well. Ultra Ball. There we go. Ditto, the transform Pokemon. It can freely recombine its own cellular structure to transform into other life forms. What do we give? Name. No, god damn it. Keep on pressing start when I mean to hit select. D. O. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Everything else that's on this route is Blooms, Oddishes, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Venomnats, Weeping Bells, and Bellsprouts. Well, Bloom and Oddish if you're FireRed, Bellsprout and Weeping Bell if you're Leaf Green. Suppose I gotta capture some fodderish Pokemon so that I can just trade them for the Pokemon that are in the Safari that I can't yet get. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead, rest up my Pokemons, save, and then call an episode. When we return, we're gonna take on the Fuchia City Gym and Koga, the Poison Gym Leader. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it, and as always, hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.